Hello, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday to you. We're going to get on to it, part 40. For those who are faithful, be ready to be misunderstood because that's where your greatness comes into play. So I'm sure many of us, while we're getting closer to where we need to go, something along the way gets in in your trail, rather to try and distract you, rather to weaken your mental state emotionally. But for those who are faithful, my words to you guys is still keep fighting and still stand your ground, because most of the time when you're on a rise, sometimes some things come into play and it can use anybody to try and distract you from your focus onto the finish line. But I encourage you guys, that means the moment that is getting tough, that means you're getting closer to your, destiny. It could be any form. Any person can come to you to distract you randomly. It could be your friends. It could be your parents. But I wanted to tell you guys, do not take it into heart. Because at the end of the day, if God created all of us, the trees, everything, then he of course he created the enemies. He already knows what they're capable of. And he knows what you're capable of. So if he created us, and if he created those that wants to distract you, then that means he already know you have the power to withstand that, stronghold that wants to come over you to distract you to where you need to go. And for me, it took a while for me to understand it. When I started to become, a Christian back in early days, I didn't really follow it, but how I believe it was based on a dream. And that's how, I believe, into Christianity. But however, based on what I've seen, like articles, and based on what my friends have brought, there's many things going on that I can understand why, people are not Christians. And I can understand because a lot of people been used, a lot of people have been judged, a lot of leaders in the Christian world is like judgmental. And that's why for me, that's why it's really important to go by your own understanding. I will say it has to be balanced with what you know, what you learn, and also things you have to learn on your own. That one is really important. And once you start to figure out things on your own and you start to be independent, you don't have to be begging like, hey Ted, man, I need help with this. Hey Ted, there's something coming my way, man. Like, you start to feel more stronger, because keep in mind too, we all are, human beings. If I don't like you, I may not tell you, but I may know a weak point that you always come for me for help. So at times you have to be wise in your actions and your mental, state. And that's really critical, onto your walk, onto wherever you want to go in life. Whether you want to be a singer, whether you want to be a dancer, and then also if you want to be a teacher or to lead others. And as far as, leading others, you have to go through problems. It could be in a good way and it could be a bad way. But however, everything works together for the good. So what I mean by that, in a good way, sometimes we need that kind of a push, or whether it's to correct us in order for us to be the leader that God wants us to be. But in a bad way, there's some that came to destroy and to drift your focus on where you need to go. And it's really important to observe these things, because many of us, and even including me, has went through some challenges on where that it can bring you to confusion. It can bring you to a mess. It'll be like, why am I, here? But as the time will tell when all this, would be revealed onto you. It's all based on you being patient, you being calm, and letting nothing to move you. Because at the end of the day, everything works together for you to reach where you need to go. So sometimes we have to go in through mess. There's no way you can run away from problems. Problems will always find you. And you have to find the way to break through that storm, to break through that problem. And it's really critical. Sometimes you cannot remove the problem on your own. You need others who has been exposed to it, so it can help you have an not easier way, but it can help you to know what to do, just in case if it come about again. So that one's important. So but the main theme is like, for those who are faithful, be ready to go through storm. Like sometimes it feel like God may not be with you, but He's actually with you. His second hymn is the conscience in you, because we already know, God is everywhere, but He installed a conscience within us to guide us through, and He's everywhere. He watches you. All He just wants is that faith, and that's what's gonna move mountains. And my tip for you guys, every morning, instead of complaining in prayer, I know we have a lot of things going on, but first of all, just thank God for everything you have done in your life. Just thank Him, because the more that you thank Him, you appreciate Him, the more that He sees your mercy towards Him. And that's really powerful. God moves by mercy. Instead of complaining, God, man, I'm tired of this enemy. Why you bring this enemy? Why is there problems? And if you start to complain like that, you may think He hears your prayer, but however, it can be a blockade to it being answered. So you already know you're in the world that is full of pain, misery, confusion, love, a good day, a bad day. So you already know this. Now it's about you amplifying yourself, that no matter what's going to happen, no enemy, no opposition is not going to drift me from my focus, because I have a mission to complete. And that's powerful. So thank you guys for watching. I pray for all you guys. Read, experience new things, and network. And have a wonderful Friday. Until next time, part 41. All right. Have a blessed day and stay strong, stay encouraged. I'm out.